even fucking try.
Monkey D. Goofy. D. Luffy. Mother slobber this bad guy.
Why would they do that, bro?
Bro, because it's get you ready, don't Yeah, no! What's good, everybody? It's your boy T-Rav. I'm back with another video. Right now, I have the Venom #2 movie review. Now, I'm just gonna not beat around the bush on this one. This is a fun movie. Not the greatest movie, you know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed myself somewhat. So, you know, Tom Hardy, I don't know what to say, bro. It's like, you're such a good actor. It kind of still boggles my mind sometimes why you chose to do this role. Now, what I will say from jump, this movie, Woody Harrelson's a beast, as he always is in pretty much whatever role he does. He's a big time actor, and not a lot of people recognize that, and I think he's quite underrated. But he put on a heck of a performance. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, like I said, you know, it's a fun movie. You know, a lot of pretty cool action scenes. Like early on, we get like some crazy new displays of the power that symbiotes have, and obviously we've seen from the beginning that they're super versatile. But to really see all the different things that these things can do, especially all at once, it's really pretty crazy. So yeah, this movie's different because most of the entire movie is Eddie Brock and Venom separated, so we're really kind of getting to understand who they are as people. Honestly, I don't care about it at all. And it's really disappointing because, like I said, Tom Hardy is a big boy actor. I honestly consider him one of the best actors out right now. Like, and that's not really a tough call for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen what he's capable of. I've seen what he can do. And, you know, he plays it well, but I just think that they've put him in a box, and he, I guess, just enjoys doing the character and voicing Venom and all that other stuff to where he's not going to say no to it at this point. Obviously, I don't blame him too much because my nigga get the bag. I mean, obviously, it's a blockbuster series, and, you know, it's gotten a lot of buzz and a lot of hype and, you know, sales for better or for worse. But on the second one, I was hoping that, you know, we're going up against Carnage, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the one, you know what I'm saying? I don't know much about Venom and his villains and all that other stuff, but Carnage goes hard. And obviously the person that Carnage is going into goes just as hard. So, you know what I'm saying? I was expecting really a threat that Venom was going to have an extremely tough time overcoming. Now, he did. He absolutely did. And this movie goes to show you, going off of the last movie, that yeah, you can be a good match and all that, and that matters. Like, the bond absolutely matters, and that's obviously what wins out in the end, is because Tom Hardy and Venom are much more bonded than anybody else that we've seen thus far. You know what I'm saying? But that was a bit of a twist, I'm not gonna lie, because Woody Harrelson has a fatal flaw in that he cares about this chick, I don't really remember her name, but his long lost love, who is, I guess, the only bright spot in his life, and she has powers as well, and she was hidden away, and he thought that she had died and all that other stuff. So first thing he does is goes and he breaks her out and everything once he escapes his execution and all this stuff, once he's gained his newfound power. Now, I will say this, it's like like, even just how he obtains the power is like, I don't know. It's just like, I feel like maybe that's how it happens in the comic books or whatever. But I don't know. I just felt like that was kind of whack to me. Now, one of the dopest scenes of the movie was when he breaks out and all that stuff, and he's in the prison and stuff like that, and you're getting to see his powers for the first time. Shit is crazy, bro. And Venom makes a comment earlier talking about, oh, people wouldn't mind if I, you know, had a snack or two from this place. Obviously, Carnage did not. He did not mind at all because he was getting everybody. And honestly, he shows you the capabilities of how crazy these symbiotes get. Like, dude starts sending out all these appendages and all this other stuff, and then he literally starts spinning and floating in the air, and he makes a fucking tornado, like, of death. What are we talking about? And so, like, that's where it's like, it's confusing to me why that happens, because, like, later on in the movie, you don't see none of that wild creative stuff. And for the most part, too, I don't mind it so much, because, like, it's kind of nice that he's not doing, like, all these fancy tricks. But Venom just, he don't really, he's much more creative with how he manipulates himself when he's in the kitchen cooking, as opposed to when he's fighting with Eddie Brock. So that's where it's like, it's still weird to me how they're considered to be so bonded, whereas when they're fighting other people and other symbiotes in this movie and in the past, that they just seem to have so much more capabilities. Now, this villain is weird because it's not really a villain. You know what I'm saying? Like, Woody Harrelson, they paint him in a way where, yeah, he's a crazy ass, he's a fucking murderer and all this other stuff, but he was abused by everyone in his family, so that's why he killed his entire family when he was a little boy. And he's fighting against Carnage half of the time, because at first, you know, he's going along with what he likes and all the other stuff because it's a common goal, you know, it lines up, whatever. And the Carnage needs to go and take out Venom because Venom is the one who basically birthed him. And like I said, it's like right before he was about to get executed, Tom Hardy lashed out, but it wasn't really Tom Hardy, it was Venom, and then Woody Harrelson bit his hand, and that's how he obtained the powers, because the powers went active when he was being executed. So, yeah, like I said, this movie's like, it's a fun movie. Don't get me wrong, and I know my tone seems weird, because it's like, I'm making it seem like it's just straight trash, and it's not straight trash, but to me, dog, when you got Tom Hardy and you got Woody Harrelson, like, don't get me wrong, Woody Harrelson was doing his thing, but it's like, there's not really even a villain. Like, number one, the villain that is in the movie is self-made. It's literally a product of Venom, because it's like, he even calls him his father or whatever, like, and that was just a weird dynamic. Kind of cool, because, like, it's like, oh, they view it in that familial aspect too, but also they, you know, they have to destroy each other, similar to how, you know, spiders do their, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, regardless of all that, fun movie. Yeah, I'm sorry, there's just not a whole lot of redeeming qualities to this one. If you want to have a decent time, you know what I'm saying, like, go unplug, watch some cool action or whatever, you know, pop it on at home whenever it does come out on demand. I'm not going to blame you for that and all that, but I definitely feel like we've taken a misstep with how Venom should have been from the start. And for a dude that's always ready to eat heads and all this other stuff all the time, why we finally choose to let him just do that? He's like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna do that now. At the very end of the movie, it's like, okay, like, is this how he's gonna be moving forward? Because we also did, you know, finish up the relationship between him and his woman, or ex-wife. I apologize, because, you know, Dan the man, Dan is holding it down. Respect to Dan, dog. You know, Dan was doing a lot. He didn't have to do a lot. Obviously, he don't like Tom Hardy. Or Eddie, and Eddie smacked his ass up. That shit was hilarious. He fucking smacked him across the face twice. But yeah, so he's finished that relationship with her, and it seems that they've completely cut ties now, and Eddie's on the run. And you know, we get to see him out on the beach in the end credit scene and whatnot. So he's clearly out somewhere on the run. No one really knows where he is. Whatever. But yeah, all in all, that has to be a 5, bro. I can't bring myself to muster anymore or go any lower. Like, I don't hate it, because Woody Harrelson goes hard. It really and truly, in terms of acting, like, Tom Hardy acts it well. Right, he's doing this whole kind of split personality thing because he is voicing Venom, but then also he's having to show Eddie how Eddie Brock is basically a mess and no one else is capable of handling Venom because that's a difficult place to be and have another voice inside your head all the time and all that other stuff. And it was pretty cool that his ex-wife got to be Venom for a second. You know what I'm saying? That was a little, they wanted to give us a little tease there. They wanted to give us a little tease. And little Spider-Man Spider-Man posters in the background. We saw that too. So, I appreciated it for what it was, but like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it was a great movie. So if you want to have a decent time, go ahead and watch it. If not, I'm not mad at it yet if you happen to skip this one. But those are my thoughts on Venom 2. Let me know what you thought. Did I really leave anything out? Do you think that I missed something that was gold in this movie that I should have touched on more? Let me know, because maybe I did miss something. Maybe it'll get better on the second watch. Who knows? But that's going to do it for me. Like and subscribe and comment below on what you want to see next. More movie reviews and trailer reactions and all that other stuff coming. But until then, it's been your boy T Rabbit. I'm out.